Hello, friends. This is the Light in the Darkness bonus content, but I could just call it Darkness because it's the less pretty side of this journey. But I wanted to be real and I wanted to share it with people. And I wanted people to know that this is today. That was yesterday. So I could call it like 9.5 maybe because it was like the end of December 9th. But what I wanted to share, the reason I wanted to share that was because it still happens. There are those hard days. But I also don't want people to think that I need pity or that like I'm dying or like the things are worse than they are. But I want you to know that they happen. And in this particular case, when those moments come up where you really feel like you're up against it and you feel like you're alone, I was quickly reminded that I am not alone. And I actually had 2 phone calls after I filmed the little section that I filmed. And one of them was a family member that, ended up being just a lovely, connecting, supportive call. And then ironically, the other one was unrelated to anything going on, but was just like needed information about an account. And it was the husband that I'm divorcing. And he could tell immediately that something was wrong. So it turned into, and we've worked hard to have a good friendship, but it ended up being like just kind of a comforting, pleasant conversation, which I really needed. And I mean, it didn't change any of the other circumstances, but I wasn't alone. And in that case, I will say over and over and over again that the supportive conversations that I've had with both husbands over time, not always, not every time, but in the long haul, like right now, we're dealing with the thing with my son. So my first husband and I have to have some conversations about that. And we've worked hard to have a relationship that's cordial and respectful, and that helps us to parent our children. And then with my second husband, I can legitimately say that we've developed a friendship, which is really funny because his ex, or like the ex before me, still texts him crap about me, which was a contributing factor to making our marriage difficult. But like, we're actually still friends, and he shares that stuff with me because we're still friends. But that's some of the stuff you're going to deal with. The crazy ex, or people will say the crazy ex, but an ex who is not necessarily supportive of you, or the new woman who's not supportive of you, or whatever. There are not always pleasant people in all the situations. And that's just a reality of it. And it does come up. But in this case, I had a hard night. I was willing to share it, still willing to share it. But I also want to give the context that like today's better. Some of the problems still exist and the challenges still exist, but I'm in a better frame of mind and I know it'll all be fine. And then at the end is just a little funny moment that I had with my son. And that too is a part of the journey, because look for the little moments of humor and the little lightnesses, because those are gifts. They're all gifts from God, and you are never, ever truly alone. So with that, it's probably longer than the bonus material was in the first place, but that's it. Bye.
So if I'm going to be honest, I have to be honest all the time, right? And the one thing that social media does is they paint all the pretty pictures. And even I like to paint the pretty pictures, and I like to show all the strength and the courage and all the good stuff. But these moments still happen. And this isn't so much divorce related, but that doesn't help, because there can be other things that are completely hard in your life. And like right this minute, there's a bunch of things that are completely hard for me. And I'm on my own. And sometimes that sucks. It just does. And I'm not looking for a hero. I don't need somebody to fix the problems, but sometimes it's just freaking hard. And the downside of not having that person is there's no shoulder to cry on. So I just wanted you to know that you're not alone in that either. And we all have these days. So It will get better. It's okay to cry sometimes. It's okay to be upset when things are hard. The world's not ending. It's just hard because I knew it would be hard, and it's hard for a little while, and I will get through it, and it will be fine. So don't worry about me. Just know that you're not alone if you have a day like this. So that's it. And I'll see you soon. Bye.
All right. That was pretty good.
I'm just coordinated as fuck. Fuck! I was about to say if this was the sobriety test, I would never gotten arrested.
That is like insane.